Good evening and welcome to Love Angels Light TV. Tonight we have Melanie from Sunflowers and me back. Welcome back, Melanie.
Hello.
Good evening.
How you doing?
I don't know why I was doing that, but
oh well, clearly we just needed to do intros twice. Let's go.
Obviously, that's awesome. Oh,
welcome to Friday,
back.
folks. I know, long time no see. No, it's been nice to come back and always a pleasure to work alongside you, my love.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So tell me, what do you love to do?
What do I love to do? Well, I love doing card readings. And I've got a few decks of oracles in front of me. I don't mind doing a bit of mediumship. And I will say to people out there, mediumship is if you're not open to loved ones coming through or family history and stuff coming through, then nothing potentially is going to resonate for you. And sometimes what I get shown and I get told doesn't necessarily resonate straight away, but it can resonate with other loved ones. For example, I'll share like a lady on the weekend. I kept seeing like a stone well where her father was buried. And it turns out there was a stone fence in the shape of a well that was just in front of his grave. And when she mentioned it to his sisters, she's like, I can't place the well, but, you know, everything else seemed like dead. And it wasn't until talking to his sisters that she went, oh my gosh, it's the rock wall. And she actually sent me a photo of the round rock wall that looks like a well, which was pretty cool. So, you know, sometimes things just, what I'm showing and told is just sometimes people can't place it. So often it's placed afterwards. But I will say you do have to be open, and sometimes you've got to have a conversation with family members as well when it comes to mediumship.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. And sometimes you might be speaking to one and 3 people can relate to it. And sometimes mediumship gives you intense pains.
Yeah. So the other thing that I quite often find too is a lot of people come through for me more so wanting that life coaching sort of aspect, and they're just wanting a different potential spin on that. So I do get a number of people looking at from that life coaching aspect, and they're like, Melanie, I just want to have a look. My gut's telling me this. Can I just see if that resonates with the cards and stuff? I want to know that I'm going on the right track. So sometimes I do need to pull out pendulums and things like that. Now, unfortunately, folks, I didn't bring my pendulum tonight. I've relocated to my sister's house. Nephews, thank God, because I forgot headphones. So gaming headphones are the bomb. Thanks, boys. So no, I forgot my pendulum. But worst case scenario, beautiful Eileen, I'm sure she might have hers. There we go. So any yes, no's? Who knows? Yeah. Finding things is another thing that I quite often like to do. Given that I also in my other life work as a nurse, I often end up with a lot of people talking about health and those sorts of things. And again, I would say to anybody, readings are readings. So still seek help from a GP, still seek, help financially from a financial advisor or a banking person, still seek legal answers from a lawyer, all of those sorts of things. So
100%.
Yeah.
100%. All right. We have a few requests. Are you ready?
Awesome. Let's go.
Oh, Wendy said she's interested, but give her 10 to get the kids to bed. Know the feeling. Oh, all right. May I get a reading, please, from a loved one that has passed?
Straight away, I get a lady. She's got short hair. She's showing me like a bright white, fading into a yellow. So she could have had blonde hair past. It's a little bit wavy, is what I'm being shown. And she's the one coming through. She's offering up flowers in her hand straight away, and she just automatically wants to hand over flowers. Loved her garden. I'm seeing this as an older lady. I want to go mum's side. I'm not sure if she smoked, but she had like this raspy voice, and I've got that tobacco kind of feel in the back of my throat. So I'm not sure if this person smoked or was around smokers. Kim. She's almost like wanting to clone me. When I say clone me, like I want to see, so I'm not sure if she's a twin or there was a sister that was pretty close in age. Yep. Because she's showing me, yeah, definitely seeing the wavy here. What I'm being shown is like bright white fading into yellow, so that could be the aura that's around her, not necessarily, her blonde hair. But definite wavy, definite kind of bobbed shoulder length. Yeah, she just wants to keep offering me flowers. I'm like, what message do you want to give me? Yeah, that's why I'm saying she's either a twin or a very close sister next to her, which is why I can see like almost two silhouettes of her, even though the second silhouette is not as prominent as the first one. But yeah, she just keeps wanting to offer me flowers. So she obviously loved her garden. And I'm like, well, what message is she wanting to give you, Kim? She's just wanting to say, I'm okay. Like, I'm still watching you from above. And she's just, it's like gifts. Okay, any gifts that you're being given, she's had a hand in it. It's like she's opening the doors for you. It's like I'm sweeping the pathway and I'm opening doors for you. And it's like, with the flowers, it's like I keep giving you gifts. Are you noticing my gifts? So you might be having just random really nice things happen, and Grandma's sort of saying, I've had a hand in that. Did she ever teach you, because now she's showing me daisies and like she's connecting them together like daisy chains. So I'm not sure, as a little kid, did she teach you how to make daisy chains? Because that's what she's doing right now. And she's wanting to give me daisy, like a ringed daisy chain that she's put together and made. So I'm not sure if she used to sit down and do that with you guys as kids and teach you how to make daisy chains. Yeah, that's what she's doing. So she's got this gorgeous daisy chain that she just wants to hand over. So she is remembering all of those fun things that she used to do with you guys as kids. Not getting much more than that, Kim. I'm going to have to leave that one with you now, my love. But just know that Grandma's around and she is opening the doors for you. Anything fertility-wise. All right, let's have a look, Melanie. Straight away, I want to use my Kundalini cards when you mention fertility-wise, because I feel that this is connected into your thoughts, your feeling. Okay. So straight away, what I get there is embrace the masculine power. So what that kind of says is you're so much in your feminine, but it's like step up a little bit and balance yourself out so that your masculine has a bit more of a say in what goes on. So with that being said, it's also sort of saying, hey, look, speak up and sort of say, this is what's going on for me. This is what I want, and I'm not happy. With that, I also get seek second opinions if you need, and don't be scared to. The other thing that I'm getting, Melanie, straight away, just by looking at this card, is looking at your own menstrual cycle. And how I get that is all the red dots around the bottom. And that is, what is your own menstrual cycle doing? And what's being released each month or every second month, because I'm being shown that there's a long space of time in between your menstrual cycles. So with that, it's also sort of going, there's a balance issue that needs to come into place. So it's about balancing yourself out. The other thing I'm being shown there with the purple hues on the card, and particularly up here on him, is look at your iron levels and see what your iron readings and stuff like that are doing with your GP, and make sure that your stores iron level wise is up, because when you do fall pregnant, you're going to get sucked quite a bit with baby taking a lot. The next baby I'm seeing for you is potentially a boy. So I'll leave that with you, Melanie.
Awesome. All right, we're going to jump to Jess.
All right, let's see what the Acadia cards bring out for you, Jess. So straight away, what I get here, Jess, is embrace your femininity and embrace manifesting. It's like you kind of put it out there and go, I would like, but it's like engage in that and really hold that true in your mind. Don't see it as such a pipe dream. See it as being there already, and hold on to it. Don't let the negative kind of find its way in. It's almost like you've got to kind of keep telling yourself those 21 days that this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. Can you stop having a go at your body image, Jess? There's nothing wrong with you. Because what I'm being shown here, it's like embrace who you are and be your own style is what I'm getting here. There's always going to be haters. Haters are always going to be out there, Jess, and they're always going to be blowing smoke. And you can see that by the I can never get this camera thing right. Sorry, guys. I'll get it right one day. So the smoke at the candle is what I see with that is people are always going to be blowing smoke. Why? Because they're jealous that they haven't chosen the same option for themselves. They haven't backed themselves. So what I would say to you more than anything, Jess, is keep backing yourself. Don't listen to what others have got to say. Keep backing yourself. Hope that helps, Jess.
Awesome. All right. I have a lady who hasn't been on before, so I might get one for Rosie.
Okay. Let's have a look, Rosie. Okay. I love it when cards come flying out.
Yes.
So straight away I've got the recovery card, Rosie, and I'm just looking, going, I feel like there's an aspect of you that's had a long recovery from illness of some sort, and it's like, where do I go from here? What do I do? Straight away what I get from that is be kind to yourself and stop rushing back into doing things again. What I'm also getting is allow people in. Not everybody is there to take away from you. Some people are there to actually help. I get a massive aspect of Archangel Raphael coming in and helping with your healing and recovery. So I'm not sure if I'm feeling like there has been some kind of surgical intervention or something that's gone on. And that's what I'm getting there. I keep getting that you're going to need to look at the foods and things that you're eating. Pardon me, and I'm getting a lot of refluxy. So make sure that you've got plain foods rather than your acidic type of foods, because they're going to give you going to cause some grief there for you. Lots of water help flush the system. And I'm being shown yoga or Pilates is going to help with the strengthening. So I hope that helps, Rosie.
Awesome. All right, I've got a long one.
Now, Sebastian. I was offered a job that will complement a new direction that I've moved in career-wise, but I'm not sure if I should take it. It would be hard work, but it would be very educational for me. If you can see anything for me, if I should take it or not. All right, I'm going to use the same cards, the Angel Answer cards. Is Mel on the right track with her job? Right, well, I love it when 3 cards come out, and the first card, Mel, is, yes. Okay. So yes, you're on the right track. Yes, you should take it. Okay. The other 2 cards that have come out with it is your success and your compromise. So there are going to be aspects to this job that will challenge you. And they will be a bit of a learning curve. So it's essentially a case of you have to speak up when things get really, really tough, and keep asking questions, because that's how you're going to learn and grow. Is it a good opportunity for you? Absolutely. Is it a good stepping stone for you? Absolutely. So you couldn't get any better cards from a yes, a success. Just remember to speak up when you need to. Okay? Hope that helps, Mel.
Oh, amazing. All right, Nita.
Cool. So straight away, Nita, what I get is I feel like I should be wearing one of those 3D video gaming virtual reality kind of headset things. Like I've got this window in front of me, but it's gone blank. So I'm not sure if your son used to love playing video games or what have you. The other thing I'm getting when I see that is rainfall, like he was in a car. So I'm not sure if you used to drive a lot in the rain in a car, because that's the other thing I'm being shown, that this is like a rear view mirror and the back window, there was rain on it. So I'm not sure if that's making sense for you at all, Nita, when I'm asking about your son, Michael. I am getting quite unwell, like I'm wanting to be sick, like I've eaten something really bad and I'm wanting to be sick when I ask Michael. He didn't eat much. He didn't eat much at all. Okay, born too early. Yeah, because I'm getting really sick, like I just didn't eat. Was it raining the day he was born by any chance, Nita? I keep still getting the black square box when I'm asking for him. So, and just, yeah, that general unwell, feeling really sick. And I keep getting shown rain as well. So I'm not sure if it was raining the day he was born, or he remembers being in the car with you as you're being transported.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing he's showing me is, I'm not sure, did anybody ever put him up on the shoulder at all, not long after he was born? Because I'm being put up on a shoulder, because I can see the crowning of a head and being put straight up on the shoulder. Bless. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes little ones don't necessarily have messages. They just show us that, yes, they are still around. So in regards to your little one, Nita, is he still around? Yes. Mm-hmm. Can't give you more than that. I'm sorry, my love. Grandparents would love to tell me. All right, Wendy, let's have a look. Let's see. Straight away, I get a woman wanting to do needlework. I just want to keep doing like a cross-stitch needlework type thing. So I'm not sure if Grandma was pretty crafty or handy. I'm asking about Granddad. Not sure if he liked to play golf because I just keep going. He's out in the fairway. He's out down there. He's out in the fairway. So it's like, gotta go play golf. So definitely an outdoors man. Whether it be he just liked to walk the fairways or he actually did play golf. Straight away, I'm just getting that. But Grandma's just sitting there doing needlework. And I'm seeing like a giant hoop with cloth in it and needlework coming through. What I'm seeing is they often used to sit together quite often in the evenings. They loved, that was their chat time, that was their watch TV time. That was when they spent the most time talking. It was almost like they were best of friends, Grandma and Granddad. Nothing was ever a problem for them. They were very much, take everything in their stride. Yeah. Trying to think. I keep getting this roll factor, so I'm not sure if one of them rolled their own cigarettes, but I feel like I should be rolling. But yeah, I just want to keep rolling. So I'm not sure what I'm rolling, but it's the same sort of motion as if I'm rolling cigarettes. But yeah, it's like my hands, it's almost like I've got that arthritis feel in my hands because I'm asking what this rolling is because it's like the same motion of cigarettes and they're like, so they want to, it may not have been, but they just keep showing me rolling. So whether or not it's pastry making of some sort or crafting of some sort, but yeah, I just keep getting rolling aspect, really sore hands. Granddad like a little prankster. I kind of go, Granddad like a little prankster. He was always doing stuff, like very, very funny man. He was very much the, I want to, like your typical jokester. He always thought stuff was funny. Often pranking. So he was often, pranking, but not maliciously or anything like that. He was just that twinkle in your eye pranking, funny sense of humour. Yeah. Apparently liked your grandma's bottom. Sorry, Wendy, I'm just telling it like it is. Yeah. Sometimes you get told things you just like, come on. Yeah. Very much a prankster. Essentially, are they around? Yes, they are. What message? What message? Grandma just wants to sit and smile at you. She's just absolutely beaming. Apparently she used to often watch you when you were little. Just so much, pride and joy. Grandma wants to know, why aren't you cooking more? She's just saying, why isn't she cooking more? She's not eating enough. She's not cooking the right foods. So clearly, Wendy, you've got to start taking care of yourself because Grandma's not happy. And I'm not sure if you've got a beer garden or something around you, Wendy, but Granddad's like, wow, what's going on with the beer garden? Stuff's not growing in it. Why not? So they're asking those questions. What's going on? There's a beer patch, and stuff's not growing so well in the garden. Granddad's saying you need to build it up a bit more. So have you got really poor soil or something there? He's saying just build it up more. And he wants to say put some blood and bone in it. You're not putting enough blood and bone in the garden. So I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that helps, Wendy.
But you got to love the messages that come through sometimes.
Anything about your son's future? Well, let's have a look, Lynn. Oh, yeah, sometimes the messages that our loved ones come through with, I can't predict.
No. No control.
Yeah. No control. They tell you what they want to tell you. I'm just the conduit, I say.
Yeah, well, that's right. Wendy said, good story, just no time with work.
Lynn, so your son's future, don't stress. Look, he's going to find his own way eventually, but he will not be pushed. So what I get with that is he's kind of got to go through, lose himself a little bit.
Just like that. I don't know what happened. Excellent. Hopefully she's going to pop back on shortly. This is live. So, how you doing? Hopefully Melanie will be back in a second. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but she was kicked out. And anyone who watched my here she comes. Anyone who watched my feed this morning, I think I've had about 3 more people jump on there to say, you know, PM me for free readings or PM me for a reading. I can see where Melanie is. There she is.
Hello. I don't know. I'm like, we're not in the Tree Rich grade. I'm not sure why I just completely disappeared. I'm talking. I'm trying to say, and then it was just like.
I know, Mel, that was funny. Mel Sebastian's just said, just as she said he's not going to disappear, you disappeared. Magic trick.
Sorry, I'll put my hands away from my computer, all right? I'm not very technological savvy. My nephews have to bail me out quite often. Oh, so sorry. All right, so where are we? Then, as I was saying in regards to your, he's not going to disappear. He's not going to go anywhere. Having said that, he just needs to undergo his own trials and tribulations. So eventually he'll get sick of the lifestyle that he's leading. And it's almost like, for whatever reason, as much as he tries to come away from drama, drama always finds him. So he gets caught up in other people's emotional stuff. And as a result, he thinks it's his stuff. It's so not. Eventually he will come into his own and he will rise above that. And it's all coming down to his mindset. So once he starts changing his mindset, things will start to look up for him. But unfortunately, at the moment, Lynn, you've just kind of got to ride the coattails of what's going on for him and continue to gently nudge. And I'll keep my hands away from the keyboard so I don't disappear again. Can politely nudge. Will he be okay long term? Yes, he will. He will actually find what he wants to do work-wise, and he will actually find his feet, and he will go with the flow. There will be a couple of false starts initially for him, but once he finds his feet, he'll just go and take off. So don't panic. And yes, he will be taken for a ride for, I'm seeing 2 girlfriends. Clean him up good and proper. He'll soon realise from that, though, unfortunately, Lynn. It's one of those learning curves.
It's just time and age and choices. All right.
Yeah. Any messages from Spirit? I want to pull out the Kundalini cards for you, Natalie, because I'm asking, is there anybody on the other side wanting to come through? But I am getting the Kundalini cards wanting to come out. So when I look into my doorway and asking if there's anybody who's passed over on the other side, before I go through this card, all I'm seeing is there's the archway that I always invite people to come through to say, do you have any messages for this person? However, there is a shadowy person, but they're standing back. It's almost like, oh, I've been given permission, but I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. So there is loved ones on that have passed over, but they're not necessarily ready to step forward and go, hey. Having said that, are you loved and protected from the other side? The answer is yes, Natalie. They are around, they're stepping there, but they're not ready to come forward and necessarily give you messages just yet. So I do want to let you know that there is loved ones there that just haven't quite come to the opening. So I'm still seeing darker figures. Having said that, they are giving me this card where it's sort of saying, hey, look, you give so much of yourself, but yet you don't take it on board. You're always so generous to other people that you forget to sometimes be generous to yourself as well. And it's okay to be a little bit selfish, people. It's not necessarily a bad thing. And so with your generosity, it's okay to also shine with it too. You don't always have to fade into the background. So it's about saying, strut your stuff, shine, be a leading example, do what you do best. Keep giving with passion like you always do. And you're allowed for people to see you do that. You don't have to be the wallflower that kind of does it in the background. And they're saying, it's okay to be acknowledged for what you do, Natalie, because you're often one of these people that kind of fades into the background, that kind of does it quietly on the side. Nobody needs to know. And basically they're saying, celebrate what you do.
100%.
Yeah. Hope that helps, Natalie. Samantha, let's have a look. And again, I still want to keep holding on to the Kundalini card, so let's have a look. Okay, so straight away, this card is all about your integrity, and it's saying don't lose your integrity just to fit in with somebody else. So this is sort of saying don't settle for second best. And if you're going to compromise and settle for second best, you're actually not going to have much of a future with anybody. It's just going to be one of those things where you just kind of go, all right, well, I'm comfortable and why not? But it doesn't mean you're actually going to be happy, if that makes sense. It's almost like you'll wake up 10 years down the track and go, oh, what have I just done? I'm actually not that happy. And you've lost a lot of yourself because you've settled, and you've lost your integrity because you've had to give and compromise so much. So essentially, don't lower your standards, keep your standards high, and yes, there will be somebody come through. It will take time. Now, when I've said it will take time, I've got these gorgeous little cards here that are months of the year. What are we looking at? Let's have a look at a time frame aspect for you, Samantha. Okay, so I've got 3 months that have come out straight away. So there is a potential anywhere. Your key months are going to be May, October. So obviously May and October are from next year and beyond, and November. So essentially any time within the next 12 months. Having said that, May, October, and November's are very timely months for you. Hope that helps, Samantha.
Awesome. All right, we have Vicki.
Anything for you going forward, Vicki? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look to see what the angel answers have got for you. Well, so 2 cards have popped out, Vicki. So straight away we've got the romance card, and meditation brings awareness. So when I read both of these cards straight away, it is put your order in. What are you actually wanting out of life, Vicki? Because straight away it's like, I don't know. I just keep getting, I want to shrug my shoulders and go, oh, I don't know. So with that, it's kind of like find some quiet space and sort of be okay with being by yourself. Be okay with being in your own skin. And when you're able to do that, then you quieten your mind. When you quieten your mind, stuff kind of comes in, and that's when you work out what you actually want. So meditation is a really powerful tool and a really good thing. First and foremost, when we talk about romance, it doesn't necessarily have to be with another person. Sometimes it's a case of take yourself on a date, Vicki. When was the last time you actually took yourself on a date? And that includes, when was the last time you had candles doing dinner with yourself, candlelit dinner? When was the last time you took yourself out for a coffee date? When was the last time you took yourself to the movies? Sometimes romance is about, when was the last time you put your party dress on just for the hell of it? Because you could. When was the last time you put makeup on and heels on? Why? Because you could. Don't have to wait for a special occasion. Just like, why do you have to leave the crystal glasses in the cabinet? Why can't you drink from those straight away? So, Vicki, essentially, the messages angels are giving you right now is, come on, why are you waiting for a rainy day? Why not make that day today? And quieten your mind. Stop doing everything for everybody else. Hope that helps, Vicki. Hey, Grace. How are you, darling? Hi, beautiful. I'm using the Ascended Masters deck for you, Grace. You got stuff flying out already.
Of course she does.
So the beautiful Grace, Lady Nadia, has come out from the Ascended Masters deck, Grace, and it's about looking at is there a baby on the way or a baby about to be born, Grace? Because straight away it's almost like you being okay with going into that grandma stage, in moving into a different role and supporting your daughter as she becomes a mum. Or I'm not sure if it's a daughter or a daughter-in-law that I'm seeing, but I am seeing a baby coming into the family, and it's about you going into that supportive, nurturing role from mum to grandma, but also supporting whoever's having the baby. I want to go daughter, so I'm not sure if one of your daughters is potentially having a baby, and supporting them. It's almost like they doubt that they're going to be good enough, and what ifs. They're the kind of questions that I'm hearing at the moment for them, and straight away I'm getting you kind of being that guiding aspect and going, you're going to be fine. Just calm. It's okay. There's no rule book. Straight away it's like there's no manual on page 365, section 5B, that says when baby does this, do that. And you'll be quite firm in that, I'm seeing, Grace. So your expertise there is definitely going to be needed. Thanks, Grace.
Awesome.
Sammy. Okay. So, Sammy, what I get straight away is, I'm not sure if it was accident prone, your partner, but I'm just seeing there was, I just keep getting the words accident. And straight away I just want to rub like my right knee, so right top of the leg down into the knee. That absolutely killed. So I'm not sure if there was some sort of accident, but the right leg was definitely affected. Just the hugs he gave. It's like he just grabbed you in such a bear hug, and it's almost like he just hugged you and kind of picked you up, kind of put you wherever he needed to go. It's like that kind of hug. And I'm seeing that he kind of did, and like he would lift. It's like, Arr. I'm seeing feet coming off the ground when he hugged, that's for sure. I keep wanting to go back to that right top of the leg in particular, like it was really tight, really, really painful, really sore. And no amount of rubbing right now is going to relieve that pain. So I'm not sure if he had some sort of injury. I keep wanting to go, is there a ring he keeps referencing to a ring. Because I'm going, where's the ring? Yeah. Because he keeps indicating there should be a ring. So I'm not sure if you guys were planning on getting married, but he certainly had it in his mind, because this is my left hand, and I keep kind of going, where's my ring? Yeah, he keeps indicating. There's a big reference to that ring. It's like, I'm not wearing a ring. So yeah, definitely a lot of love there, Sammy. But this ring, it's of huge significance to him. So I hope that helps, and he is around, Sammy. Absolutely. Josh. Okay. I can't get this kink out of my back when I ask about Josh, Karina. So it's like there's something in my back, like somebody's got a hot knife, poker or something, and gone straight into my back. So I'm not sure if he'd done damage to his back or he'd fallen, but it's like I'm really uncomfortable. And it's sort of up around that scapular shoulder blade kind of area. And it's like, damn, it's just uncomfortable. Let me. I'm not sure if Josh had slightly longer hair, but that's the young boy that's kind of coming through right now, Karina. Keeps telling me Mum often told me I needed a haircut. Should brush my hair more. A bit of a lad, liked mucking around with his mates. Such a happy-go-lucky. He was pretty quick-witted. Whoever I'm talking to is pretty quick-witted. Loved the one-liners. It was almost like that's what got him through. Bit of a charm. Is he okay? Yeah, he is okay, Mum. Oh, and Mum, don't give away my room. That's my room. Can you not give it away? No, they can't have it, and stop rearranging stuff. He can see that you're rearranging stuff and stop it. There's a particular stuffed toy. I'm asking what the stuffed toy is that he's showing me. He goes, no, it's mine. So there was a particular toy he obviously gravitated to. It is a stuffed toy. I just can't see what it is. He ended up a little bit raggy by the end of it. It's like he'd sucked on it one too many times when he was super little. So I'm going to leave that one with you, Katrina.
Gremlins.
Erin. I keep wanting to pick up the Ascended Masters deck. So let's have a look, Erin. I love this. Eileen can read messages. I've got no clue what she's laughing at, except for what she shows me up on the screen.
I'll show you after this.
Okay.
You're on a laptop, aren't you?
I am on a laptop.
Because in the top left corner of your screen, there should be a little comments button.
Oh, see? I'm just doing private chat, obviously.
I mean, we can do that if you like, but be a bit,
Okay. All right.
Some people don't like to have the comments up. Some people do. It's personal choice.
Never worries me. So Erin, straight away, first card that's come out, and I've asked for more guidance on the yes with Ganesh. Now I love the fact that Ganesh is he's around because he's helping you remove blocks. So essentially what he's sort of saying is, I'm here to help remove blocks so that you can tap into your spiritual side more and more. And yes, being open and tapping into your spiritual side is a good thing. By doing so will bring about so much change within your own life, and you'll actually see the wheel of fortune move in a more positive direction, and you'll find that things will flow easier for you. Because at the moment, what I'm being shown for you, Erin, is it's like you're like battling, and it's like, I've got to push, and you're tired. You're extremely tired. So essentially, by opening yourself up a little bit and being more in tune with yourself, you're removing some of that, some of those blocks that are in your way. Now, bear in mind that your social circles will change as well. People that you thought were good people to be around and in your life will suddenly start to become toxic to you. And some family situations will also disintegrate because they won't like what you're doing. So what I'm being shown here is, yes, that will happen as well. You'll have people being removed from your life because they're no longer for your highest good, but it'll also be a good thing too, because there won't be anybody to kind of hold you back. Hope that kind of helps, Erin.
I forgot I was going to tell you about this one. Not that one.
It's two babies. Oh. Beautiful. That's awesome. That's great. Great news. And it's thanks for your support too, Grace. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, Grace is awesome.
She's gorgeous, isn't she?
She's amazing. She's such a beautiful, beautiful person.
Straight away, Liz, like you, it's like this frontal lobe pain, but it's almost like it's pressure and it's in behind my eyes. Like, I feel like I should actually be finding my glasses and putting them on to try and relieve that eye strain and pain that I've got when I'm asking about your mum, to the point where I kind of want to press on my eyes so that it stops hurting. Did Mum suffer from a lot of headaches is what I'm getting, to the point where it's almost like one of them, there's a bit of a, I'm not sure if there was brain bleed or something like that, Liz. But yeah, so many headaches and pressure. And I just keep getting the sense of I need to be knocking back some Nurofen. She was a big one for wanting Nurofen and downing that to try and take away the pressure. Not one for drinking water much, though, is what I've been shown. She would much rather have a cup of tea or something, or a hot drink of some sort. She definitely wasn't one for drinking water. She's never really left. She's always been there, Liz, in the background, always been around you watching. And I keep getting like she would flick. She was a magazine flicker kind of thing. Like she would flick through magazines, but she couldn't really concentrate in anything. She just flicked. I also get a sense that she'd lost the ability to communicate as such at the end. She wasn't able to talk as much, and in the end she just didn't. She lost that ability to communicate. It's like the other thing that I'm getting is like this really bad pain in my groin, like my kidneys are hurting, like I was struggling to pass urine at the end, as in like my kidneys weren't producing enough. Like there was just, they were tight and they were painful. So I'm not sure if Mum had issues with her kidneys in the end as well, where they just didn't work as well. I'm also getting that contracted kind of feel where everything just ached, like, and she was stiff and sore, like she was contracted in some way, shape or form. Was Mum often humming? So there's a particular song or something, it's like she's humming this tune. And it was something she used to do to you guys as kids. There was a particular tune or something, but she's just humming. It's the same kind of tune. I can't pick up what it is though. But it was obviously something that that's something she always used to hum to you guys as kids. She keeps putting her hands like a baby when I'm asking. So she obviously hummed to you guys as kids this particular tune. And she kept humming it. It's just something she would naturally do. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Yeah, she's still humming that. She's still doing it. Do you often lose paperwork, Liz? Because if you're often misplacing paperwork, Mum's picking it up and moving it on you. It's like she just moves it because, you know, that's what you do. You just move it. So I'm going to leave that one with you, Liz. But essentially, is Mum around you? Yes, she is. And she's moving your paperwork on you. She just randomly picks it up, moves it. Anything from my brother. Okay. Let's see. I keep getting this childhood song. I'm not sure if I've got the words right, but I keep wanting to say the words Andy Pandy Jack-a-dandy, Andy Pandy Jack-a-dandy, and it's connected into some sort of childhood game that you guys used to play. But the words, that's what they sound like to me when I'm trying to get them. Not sure if your brother had a bit of a lisp or something, but it sounds like Andy Pandy Jack Dandy connected into some childhood game. It involves some sort of chasing thing. And he often, when he was concentrating, his head quite often got tilted into such a way that, and he'd get this furrowed kind of look on his face. It was this kind of concentrating face, but he often tilted his head to the side. Because he's kind of got that look. When I'm asking for him, he's kind of like, why? Who wants to know? Why? I get a sense of a bit of a bigger belly. So towards the end, like he'd bloated up so much, so his belly was a lot bigger for him, and he just found it really, really hard to move towards the end. It's like his belly was bloated and big for him. Keeps going back to the chasing game, so obviously it was something that you guys did as kids. And his smile. His smile was kind of a bit of a more pronounced lopsided. Yeah. But he had this really cool kind of lopsided smile. And he's sort of showing me too that you did quite a bit for him towards the end. He acknowledges that as well, Michelle. He's acknowledging what you did towards the end. It's like you were there. It's like you were doing some of the hard yards. And he just really wanted to acknowledge that. Very appreciative of that, Michelle. So I'm going to leave that with you. So years around, my love. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting straight away from Seth as he liked towards the end, he was really tired, slept quite a lot, like, oh, excuse me. I just want to yawn when I ask about Seth. So I'm not sure if he had like because I'm being shown like a I'm not sure if he had sleep apnea because I've been shown like a machine or something that goes and just constantly yawning. And I'm really struggling to stay awake, so I'm not sure if Seth struggled to stay awake. Yep, I'm just yawning my backside off, and I'm like, oh, do I have to? Like, I'm really tired. Can you stop yawning, dude? Give me something else. Sorry, Tori, I'll have to tell your brother off. It's like, no, give me something else. It's exhausting. Didn't like sport much. Yeah. I'm like, you didn't like sport. Yeah. Didn't like being out in the day. It's almost like he saw his friends as those that he gamed with. Physical friends, he's not showing me many. Stayed more with family. He wants to go back to sleep now. Yep. You're not going to get much out of him. I'm sorry, Tori. He just wants to go back to sleep now. Can I go back to sleep now? Yep. So, yes, he is around, my love.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We're going to wrap it up shortly, but Cheryl.
Straight away, Cheryl, right at the back of my left hip, sort of in that buttock going out into the hip region on the left side. It's like I feel like I've been whacked, and it like there's such. I'm not sure if your hubby had like such sciatic pain running down all down his left side there, and it's like stemming in from the left kind of buttock going down, and it's just running down my leg. I'm like, oh, geez, dude, that was stiff and sore. And I'm just being shown at times it was quite gripping pain for him, and he'd often struggle to get in and out of chairs. Oh, excuse me. Champion burper, by the way. My goodness, how did you put up with that? I'm like, no, you can't burp like that. So I'm trying to stifle it, Cheryl. And yet he's got a massive, massive grin on his face. And he's like, party pooper. Is he at peace? Yes. Is he still wanting to play jokes and do things that he shouldn't? Yes. You're obviously a pretty good cook, Cheryl, because he's like, I'm missing the home cooking. Missing the home cooking. Yeah, he's definitely at peace, and he keeps wants just to pour out love. I'm asking something for any other help, any other message. No. Just yes, he is at peace. Yes, he misses your home cooking. And pain's gone. He doesn't have any now. I'll leave that one with you, Cheryl.
All right.
Let's see what the Ascended Masters have got for you, Lisa. Okay, so there's a few things that are coming out here straight away for you, Lisa. It's almost like a little mini reading on its own. Okay, so there's a few cards just so you can kind of get an idea. So straight away, what I get here for you is you're feeling guilty because you've got to go out and work and trying to support your family and what have you, and you don't feel like you're giving enough back to them. It's like it's causing arguments for you at home, and as a result, you're just not liking what you're doing. What I get from that, though, is it's kind of like, well, they're showing me you're wanting to upgrade where you are, so home-wise. In order to do that, you kind of do need to work. So it's about give yourself little things to achieve along the way so that you're not finding that you're completely and utterly giving everything up. So it's like, remind yourself why you are working and what the end result is. And therefore it'll help hopefully alleviate the guilt a little bit. I am being shown, look for something closer to home because there's a bit of travel involved for your work. And so when you're guided to, look for something a little closer to home. That'll also help with the guilt factor as well, but it'll still help you achieve your goals. So I hope that helps, Lisa.
Awesome. Gail.
So Gail, let's have a look at the Arcadia deck for you. So straight away, what I get here is people often come to you for advice because they see that you've got it all together. And it's like, stay in that power, but also put your boundaries up so that people aren't abusing that. Because it's almost like they're expecting you to be on call, on demand all the time. It's like, no, you are the queen and you can command that there are some boundaries to be put in place. You can't just be a walkover for everybody. So I hope that helps, Gail.
Denise says, how many different decks do you use?
Let's just say there's even a deck that I haven't opened that I've got here in front of me. It just depends what I'm guided to. Everybody needs different stuff. And I've actually got a bookcase, a whole shelf plus of decks. You can never have too many decks of cards, I say. But there's
My
1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 open here on the table.
Only 5?
Yeah, I've only got 5 open on the table. Yeah. But honestly, right, Denise, I can use however many it needs. Love a message from my late parents. Marianne, I will see what I can find for you. So what I'm being shown is like mum and dad were like best of friends, that you couldn't separate them, and it's almost like one hides in behind the other there. So when I'm asking for them, they're like super close. So I'm not sure if one of them had a hip joint replaced. I can't tell which one because they're like super close, one in behind the other, and they just blend in together at the moment. So I'm just asking, do you mind giving me a bit more clarity? I know that there's two of you there, and I can see that you're totally in love with each other and that they're still joined to the hip, by the way, Marianne. Not much has changed there. And they are creating havoc together, laughing like no tomorrow. They've got the giggles like they think it's hilarious, that I can't kind of decipher at the moment between who's had the hip issue. Like I say, it's like it's been a break or a fracture and they've had to have surgery. I can tell that much, but I'm not sure which one it is yet. Mum and dad think it's hilarious. Used to travel quite a bit. Often would be away travelling. I'm just going for a bit of a getaway. Just going for take off at the weekends. And what I'm being shown is they did everything together. They really did. Where one was, the other one wasn't far behind. Dad just didn't like trawling all the shops, but he did it because that's what your mother liked. I think he's showing me he almost knew where every... He goes, I think I know where every boyfriend chair is in the shopping centre. He knew where park benches where he'd go and chill out. Let your mother go for it. She'll be right. Pretty cute. And I'm being shown your dad never let your mum lift anything heavy. He always did it for her. She barely lifted anything heavy. Such respect. Absolute respect. I'm just asking if there's anything that they wanted you to know. No. No, they are basically sort of saying, look, yes, we are together. Yes, we know that you guys are okay and we're around. Hope that helps, Marianne.
Awesome. We might call it a night if you're happy to do so.
Yeah, no worries.
We went a little bit over.
As we always do.
As we do.
Kind of what happens, folks.
Yeah. You kind of don't want to let people down, if that makes sense, or you don't want to not give them answers, but at some point you have to call it. So thank you so much for your time and energy tonight, Melanie. It's been amazing, as usual.
Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
I've actually got you back twice. Have I got you twice in December?
I think
or just once.
No, I'm doing a special.
I think you are doing a special. I think you're doing a special.
Special
with the beautiful Mystique.
I am very excited.
Yes. So Melanie's actually going to be joining us twice in December, which will be amazing. So check that out when I eventually put details up, because I'm so organized. Have a good night, guys. Have a really great weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much, Melanie. Guys, if you want to go and get a reading from Melanie, you can find her at Sunflowers and Me. It's been scrolling across the bottom all evening. It goes again. Check her out. She does this awesome thing on a Tuesday, Tidbit Tuesday. And when I'm not with people, I can check it out. But no, seriously, go to her page, and book in for a reading. And apart from that, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. See ya.
Thanks, Mel.